Hello and welcome to another update video about Solana. Solana is looking extremely good at the moment. It really seems like we may be getting this fifth wave here to the upside. Currently, we are just consolidating sideways here. It looks a little bit like an ascending triangle, you could argue, like this, right? Where we are pushing higher. We already reached here this support area. This is an area relevant to touch in a wave 4. We already touched it, so we've done the minimum what we need to do. The smaller wave structure suggests we should come down into this area once more, but of course, if we break out directly, then we would go up straight away. The breakout point here for me is around the $26 region, yeah, where we have resistance. We had one spike above it to 26.10, but other than that, I think here we had this high from today actually at 26. So yeah, I think we are working here on a possible breakout to the upside, but could be that before that we just dip into this area again. And anybody who wants to re-enter or scale up your position, if you entered in one of the suggested trend reversal areas before, then you can trade the fifth wave. Target at the moment for this fifth wave is to reach $28 to $30, but obviously it can also go higher. If we get an extension, this can always stretch out to the upside. Yeah, we've got then after the 30-50 level, we've got the 32 level, 33, 34, 30. You've got all these extensions that the market could look at if we push even above the $30.50 level. But that is the ideal target range. So overall, I think this whole trend worked out really well. Yeah, worked out really well. I mean, it's always obviously down here, we were still also in a short-term downtrend, so the trend was clearly down. When we broke out of this wedge or this channel, people were already panicking, thought they missed something, but you never miss anything, right? We had a trend reversal area here. You could have entered the long trade here. You could have entered a long trade here. You could have entered a long trade here. So we had a very successful Solana movement here to the upside, and none of these support areas broke. So Solana has adhered very well to the Elliott wave count. We had a few changes, but the support areas didn't change. So I think 3 really good setups. Let's see if the fourth one will also be good. Anybody who entered down here and hasn't taken any profits yet, I think it's time to move up stop losses a bit at least. Yeah, make sure that you lock in some profits, and then we have one more chance here to rally in the fifth wave. And then it will be interesting where we are going to stop. Obviously, the trend can go as long as it goes, but when we see a reversal signal, that should then signal to us that at some point here, this wave 2 will start. Can't really give you a support area for the wave 2 yet. I just put it here somewhere based on the last low, on the last high, because this is based on Fibonacci retracements. But it will obviously, as the price pushes higher, this support area for the wave 2 will go higher as well. So let's say I'm measuring this for you, and we say, okay, maybe we get to $30. Then we have this support area between 1934 and 1291. So it really depends on how high we eventually will go. I'm going to move it down again based on the latest high, just so that nobody thinks you entered too early or whatever. Should we break down directly? This would only get active for me, this support area, if we break below this green area. This is also support, so if we break here basically below $20.50, we should get into this area and have a chance to trade here into this area. That will be a nice trade. I'm looking forward to that. Of course, you never know how high this wave 1 will really go. So we just need to be a bit patient if anybody wants to trade this. But there are also short-term trading opportunities here. Again, for anybody who wants to trade it, that's entirely up to you. I can always only share with you where I believe that the prices are going to turn around. This was really nice, and you can see again how the prices adhere to the Fibonacci support levels. A really good example how TA does not necessarily predict the future, but TA can help you to identify these great entry points where you can set the stop loss close below these areas, yeah, close to risk, but the reward is amazing. I mean, from the lowest support area till where we are now, I mean, that was over 110%. So I think pretty good risk to reward. If you check out, you would have entered here around whatever, $13. The stop loss would have been set at whatever, $11.50, $11.20. But now we are obviously, we've basically doubled in price. So pretty decent reward to risk. Can only encourage you to always look for high reward, low risk trades. Nobody knows if a support level is going to hold. Nobody knows if a resistance level is going to hold. What you can do as a trader is to control your entry, control your risk. And if you are based on risk management, not only on how much money you can make, you have a much greater chance to succeed in these markets. If you only focus on how much money you can make, you're going to be broke. Yeah, it is in most cases the case. Yeah, because most people will go leverage, go all in, whatever, and just burn their account down. I know that. So at the moment also, obviously still higher prices possible here in this fifth wave, and then we can come down. So that would most likely become an ABC structure. It could be aware, this is sort of the higher level time frame. Be aware, this is obviously, I've labeled it as a wave 1, a wave 2, 3, 4, 5. This would be the breakout point. It could also just be an A wave to the upside here, a B wave down, and a C wave up. So that means we would afterwards still get another low. You don't know that, but that's not the point. We don't care about that really at the moment. We can only identify, because a 1, 2, 3 pattern is basically the same as an ABC. How do they differ? They only differ in terms of what's going to follow afterwards. We don't know that when we are down here. There is no way of knowing if we are in an ABC or a 1, 2, 3, but it doesn't matter, because this is the area where we will most likely get down to and be able to scale in. So it could be a shallow wave too. Yeah, I cannot rule that out. But if you're interested in a low risk, high reward trade, that will be the next interesting trend reversal area. But first of all, we need to top in the wave 1. Then we'll come down in the wave 2. Sometimes we need a bit more patient. Sometimes we need to wait a little bit. But in the end, you know, we'll always get it. We'll always get it. It might be a bit later, this wave 2, but it will happen at some point. And, you know, there are hundreds of strategies how you can trade. I like to trade the pullbacks. You can trade breakouts as well if you want. Then you have a completely different strategy, and that's fine. But I like to wait for these pullbacks. Okay, and that's my update about Solana. I hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment, and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.